At Just Mike Lester, least wholesome. Why? Mike's humor is dry, sarcastic, and often deliberately not wholesome.
I mean,
That's so true.
add that to your bio.
That's your bio, yeah.
I love losing.
Yeah, that should be the first sentence of your bio.
Deliberately not
Not wholesome is so funny.
He makes you laugh by being blunt, weird, or even a little confrontational. It's all funny, but it's the kind of funny that your grandma might call a little much.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Hey, welcome back to the Trollhole Podcast, where we trash the trolls so you don't have to reach and pull it out of hotboard troll hoster because we're taking a ride to the spit pit. I'm one of your hosts. Today I spent all day on my feet at a meaningless work retreat. It's me, Mike Lester. With me, as always, co-host with most part of my toast. Quick little quiz for our Trollholians. Fact or fiction? His targeted ads are mainly about porn addiction. It's Ben Katzner. You got Ben. What's going on, Ben?
I'm scared of you today.
Hey, I'm scared to tell the viewers this. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Follow us wherever you get your podcast. And if the main feed doesn't meet your needs, join our Patreon, patreon.com/TrollholePodcast, at TrollholePodcast on TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, YouTube.
You guys got a blue sky?
Don't talk. God damn it. Our guests today, they just interrupted us. One of them makes viral videos about serving. The other makes spoons. We're about to hop in the fire. Please welcome Trevor Anderson and Lily Meyer. There they are.
Those are good rhymes. Your rhyme scheme is sound. There's some misinformation in there, but I think that was overall really good.
We had a whole social clip about this, Ben. We had a whole teaser about this.
Yeah, I love you too. Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
I'm
What's
good.
up?
I just got to say, I binged 3 episodes of this pod earlier today.
Yeah.
And they're old ones. So I love how like podcasts evolve.
Yeah.
Like that whole intro, I'm like back in like 2024 when Mike was like,
Was it
enunciating, and now it's just a slurry of words, and I love it.
Yeah, 2025 isn't about enunciation; it's about fucking punching it up. Baby.
Yeah.
2025, we're going 90 minutes of sleep a night. That's what we're doing. That's what I do. And I do it well.
Are you all right, man? What's going on?
Dude, I'm great. Let's get into our first segment, huh? Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? No, do you want to do a little first segment? What do you want to do?
At the very least, let's introduce Neil.
Oh my God, how could we forget the only reason this podcast exists and the only reason the quality keeps going up, and up. It's producer Neil.
Good to be here, guys.
Neil, the deal.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm glad that we're doing this.
I'm so glad.
We back, guys. I'm glad to have a new guest, Trevor. I'm excited to have him in the hell well.
Yeah, Lily, repeat guest, Trevor.
Yeah.
Well, we got
Lily.
Lily.
If you could teach Trevor one thing about, getting ready for the pod, what would you tell him to be prepared for this?
Have you been to couples therapy before, Trevor?
No.
Okay. Well, you're the therapist. That's what So there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Especially for your experience.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Lily had a horrible experience.
The last time Lily was on the podcast, we were fully fighting before the pod started.
Whoa, don't give it away.
Oh, okay. Do we not talk about
That's
it?
for the paywall.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
for
fine.
We were
We released
sucking
that.
each other off before the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
she wanted to get in. We said, no, we're married. We can't do that.
I did not
And
ask
she
to
started-
get
she
in. I would like that on
was
record.
pleading to get in on it.
No.
You check the tapes.
Tape.
And, but yeah. It's good to-
Neil just said tapes. Tapes.
It's like I'm a bully in like a 90s sitcom where I'm like, you know what, you geek? And he's like, yeah, you geek. Like it's the same energy. I like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Dude, I totally know.
Okay.
I totally know.
Let's get into our first segment. I feel like we got a lot to get through.
Well, how are you doing, Ben?
I'm doing great.
What's
Thank
going
you.
on?
You know what? I've been watching a lot of Sons of Anarchy, and boy,
Good show.
I don't know. It's
Show.
here's my problem with white television, and this is a genre. When they forget, like when they run out of ideas, they're like, what if we toss a little incest in there? And I've noticed that
That's
with
what they
every
did with
major...
White Lotus too.
Exactly. That's a white TV show.
You know,
Game
what
of
you do?
Thrones, white TV show.
Sons of Anarchy. Just make it like Cars, where the motorcycles are alive. I
Now-
watched the
That's a good
shit
point.
out of that.
I
Dude.
will say that's not a bad idea.
Watch the
Step
shit
cycle,
out.
what are you doing?
Motorcycle incest.
Yeah, it's straight up just porn. Trevor's like, I know a good forum for that exact sort of thing.
Let's pitch that.
You want to?
Yeah,
Who are we
yeah.
selling that to?
Pitch to who? Yeah, who
That's
are
to
you
be
pitching
original,
that to?
maybe at best.
Oh, dude, we could get that on Prime
Think so? Yeah, I guess
or
you can
Apple
get...
TV. They're making some stinkers right now. Now's our
Apple
window.
TV.
Yeah.
Oh, they got good stuff.
Really? Like
Yeah.
what?
Hey, don't talk to me like that.
Well, I'm asking you a question.
I like Apple TV.
Seriously, what do you like on there?
I like.
See, it's tough. Isn't it? It's tough. Isn't it?
What's the
I
one with
can't-
what's the guy
Yeah.
from SNL?
Yeah,
the
there's
coach
that one, and then there's one based on my favorite book,
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know why I like that one.
The Hermione.
I'm looking at the wrong camera.
Hermione's a lesbian.
Yeah, no, Apple TV. Why are we talking about Apple TV again?
Because you said it was good and I challenged you.
I have nothing
I
to
just
say
don't
about
really- I have
TV.
nothing either.
I have a almost 4-year-old who pushes bedtime till like it's too late, and I haven't watched a show because then my wife goes to bed, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just
You
play
go
video
on-
games.
You go on Paw Patrol or Bluey or
Miss Rachel.
A lot of Bluey, a lot of
Mm.
Sesame Street. I try to keep it to the good ones that I've like.
Oh, so Miss Rachel's bad.
No, Miss Rachel's she's in the
Because she
rotation for
supports
sure.
A certain group of people.
Is Miss Rachel bad? Or-
No, but they're
She's
trying
the
to
best.
they're trying to
trying to paint her
cancel
as
her
bad.
because she's
Pro.
pro Palestine.
Pro kids.
Get her
Pro
on the
kids.
program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is
get her
she
on.
pro kids not being exploded?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
dude.
Gross.
Come on, Rachel.
But no, they start doing this like cinematic universe where like Elmo pops up with Miss Rachel and stuff, and I'm like, that's okay.
Whoa.
But then like this Blippy motherfucker,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Blippi's a big deal.
no.
Elmo thinks free Palestine. That's crazy, Elmo. That's wild,
I don't know.
Elmo.
Elmo's New York. He might have a different viewpoint on it.
He might.
That's
He
true.
could have a
yeah.
Elmo's a
different-
real Giuliani type.
I did not. Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
himself and there was a hidden camera. That's a Giuliani thing.
That is
You're really
Giuliani.
hitting a Jew in Giuliani. So I
Well.
don't, he's not Jewish. He's Italian.
I'm not saying he's Jewish. He did expose himself.
This is the new segment.
Jewish
he
or Jewish or Italian.
Is he Jewish?
That's good. I think you're right. This is time, Trevor, to get into our first segment, which is, did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
DSAWTYTW.
This is the segment where we ask each other, did anyone say anything weird to you this week? I'm going to start. Mike, did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
Okay, so I'm at a stoplight this morning.
Okay.
I'm commuting to work.
Love that.
All right. That's my
Don't
right.
do that again.
That's my right as a U.S. citizen.
You're right as a U.S. citizen.
I'm
to commute
allowed to
work.
commute to my job.
Stop at a light if you need to.
I'm not even in the bike lane. I'm close to it, but I'm not in it.
They put him real close.
A bicyclist gets really close to me,
You know I'm on your side already.
stops, knocks on my window, and he's like, could you be closer?
I would have killed the motherfucker.
You know what I did? I reached in you know what I got in my center compartment?
Fucking shotgun.
My screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
So and I get out of my car and just
You get out of the car.
Oh, absolutely. Because they always flee. This guy fled too.
Yeah.
Because I used to think like I'm small, but now I realize like I'm scary.
Yeah,
dude.
you got a frame
Yeah,
on you.
you
Plus a
don't
screwdriver. People have nightmares about a guy like you chasing him with a screwdriver.
I was envisioning you coming out with like 2 vodka orange juices and be like, let's chat about this.
God, I wish I had. But I get out of the car and I'm like, I'll
It's a
show you
screwdriver.
closer. I'm like muttering like, I'll show you closer. And he's like, oh, whatever, asshole, and he bikes away.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a weird thing to scream. And he tapped on my window. If I ever see this guy again, you know, there was a guy a few years back. He was throwing cinder blocks at cyclists, and I'm starting to come around to that hobby.
Yeah. That's going to be the new thing.
Yeah.
I support this. You know how I feel. I chased a biker 3 blocks around Northeast or the North Loop.
What is
After
going on
this-
with these guys?
They're bad people.
You're overweight and in a cycling shirt.
They're a
Like,
lot-
don't blame me for your fucking
I was like,
life.
wait, why are we attacking me? You meant the cyclist.
No.
I'm
Just going after you. You're fat,
It's like,
Ben.
no, we're on the same side. I'm biking to lose the weight.
I just go rogue.
Yeah, there's a lot of people just think because they're on a bike. It's weird because they don't want to follow a lot of the rules, but they want to be treated as if they are like doing all the right things, and they're not. You didn't do anything wrong. If you're not in the bike lane, you're not in the bike lane. You
I
can't
was
be mad
about
about
to
that.
do something wrong.
Hey, buddy, I know.
If
I
he
get it.
stuck around, I was about
I
to
wonder if it was the
clean
same
him
guy.
like a trout.
Because the guy who spit on my window, I was like, I'll never
Spit on your window?
Yeah, because I was unloading in a bike lane. I was getting into the passenger. I was there for 10 seconds. This guy just happened to be there during the time, and then he spit on me. Spit on my car?
Spit
and
on you?
He spit on my car window, and then I was like, "Fuck this!" Same thing. Luckily for this guy, I couldn't reach what I have in my glove compartment. All right, so but instead, I was like, "I'm gonna follow him and maybe like spit on him." I didn't really have a good plan.
Mhm.
And then as I was following him, which I don't know that everyone was on board with me when I first told this on the podcast, but I think we're all on board now.
I was 100% on board when you told
I
us.
saw him do that same thing to another vehicle. So like anybody who was in the bike
That's
lane,
his jam.
he would hock a loogie on them.
Yeah.
My consolation prize to not being able to get him or like scare him or whatever. I don't know what I was gonna do, but was that I'm sure I permanently changed his bike route. Like there's no way he goes that way in the morning anymore. Because I do the same thing every morning, and he doesn't. I've never seen him again.
I think I scared this guy.
I
think I scared the shit out of him.
Because
he's like,
Screwdriver is insane
Well,
to
no,
pull
I
on
didn't
someone.
Fuck around and find
I
out.
didn't
Yeah.
pull it.
Fuck
I was
around and find out.
holding it.
Yeah,
okay?
but that's crazier than
You
a
don't
gun
know.
to me. That's like
Maybe
Jesus.
I was like,
I mean,
hey,
not
brother,
really.
let me help you fix your brakes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
let
heard
me
it.
see those.
Yeah, there's a little squeaky wheel around. We gonna fix that right up here.
Because he wasn't like, asshole. He's like, asshole. And he like
Yeah.
biked away. I was
Talk
like,
shit. See what's
He
gonna
probably-
happen. Like
he
you don't
probably
know.
thought there's a split second where he's like, "That's a gun," and then he goes,
Yeah.
"That's not. That's a
In
screwdriver."
my
And then he got
hands,
more
a screwdriver is a gun.
Yeah.
All right.
His long reach.
Yeah.
Like,
Mine
Mm.
might as
Also,
well
I wonder
be a
if he
gun.
like knocked on your like. Did he see? No offense, what you looked like before?
Not
he,
a
like,
lot of
knocked?
people do.
Hold on
And
a
then you
second. What are you
turned-
trying to get at here?
I mean,
I
the rat
understand.
tail is a little, you know. It
Oh.
says something about what you're
It
capable
says
of.
he's probably got
you
a
know what I
fucking
mean?
screwdriver in
You're
his glove
capable.
compartment.
If you go, I'm gonna rock this rat tail. That guy's capable of something.
So you're saying it's his fault for how he looks?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Racism.
No, no, no.
I'm
That's men
sorry
and
you
women
have to
feel.
deal with this.
Wow.
The
Thanks,
things
Ben.
that people like you have to deal with.
I knew getting a rat tail, I'd be stepping into a whole new
No,
world.
I think it's
I
good.
should have.
I
I
think
should have.
it's
As your
good.
podcast partner, I should have had a conversation with you and been like, "Hey, I want you to have this rat tail, but as a man with a rat tail, certain things are just going to happen to you.
It is.
The world is unfair to men like you.
Well, I'm more powerful.
Definitely, I
You see
feel
what I
it.
mean? They fight with each other, and then you take one of their sides, and then they both turn on you. You see what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. Oh, hey, way to debrief Trevor when the podcast is already happening, Lily. Oh, that's a good time to do it when it's happening.
I don't think we were fighting. I think we were both in agreement that we should stab this guy with a screwdriver.
Ben and I never fight. Ben, did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
Never fought once. I will say this. So I got a text from my wife today, and
You want me to read this?
Did you
yeah.
also get the text from his wife?
Yeah. Hey, bring that screwdriver back. I gotta get this in. I don't know if you can see it.
I got it.
But don't say the guy's name. But one of her coworkers sent her an email today, and I guess he saw me.
Dude, you
performing.
keep getting banged by these guys.
This is brutal. Yeah, he saw me at Acme at the open mic. I'm assuming because this was yesterday.
You saw your set yesterday?
Saw my set yesterday,
Let's
which you
go.
also saw my set yesterday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the email that just read like the first paragraph.
Sure. I caught
Paragraph?
Ben's 10-minute set last night. Super funny.
Can I stop you real quick?
Yeah.
It was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know where.
Yeah.
Already, I'm like, he
Also,
probably
there's
thinks I'm
paragraphs
somebody.
to this email? Okay,
There's
sorry.
a couple different lines.
Okay.
Go
Wait,
ahead.
what are you auditing right now?
It's just like, that's
It's
insane.
Ben's email.
I know.
This is important to him. I caught Ben's 10-minute set last night. Now that's not good because it doubled. Was it hot in the room?
No.
No, it was tough room. Room cold. I was cold.
Yeah, it was
Everybody was.
ice
It
cold
was. It
in
was
that
brutal.
room.
I mean, like temperature. Was it air conditioned? Because sometimes if it's too
Oh.
warm, it can drag.
No, it was cold. It was
It's
like
always pretty
temperature
chilly in
wise,
Acme.
pretty chilly.
I would like to argue that maybe he was in the laugh zone, so it felt like it was 10 minutes. But we got to read the rest of the
What's
email.
the laugh zone?
Or he got the clip and watched it again.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
oh man, I gotta check the tape.
Yeah, he just disassociates and watches Ben's stuff. I caught Ben's 10-minute set last night. Super funny. I think some of it was lost on the crowd.
Some is generous. I would say 95% of it was lost on the crowd.
As he didn't have time to build up the rapport he needed to get some of it
Oh,
across.
that's so funny.
Work email to my wife.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
If he gets in trouble with HR, this is going to be part of the file.
Yeah,
like
it
this
has
is
to
just
be.
now part of the work.
I get it, dude.
So
This is
funny.
why I don't do open mics. You don't have enough time. You don't have enough time to get into shit.
Build rapport. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta build a rapport. I need at least 35 minutes to build the rapport,
Telling me, sister.
and then I land the plane hard. Do you want me to read the rest of it?
was that the first two lines? I think
Yeah.
that's fine. No, I
I
think
love
that's fine.
this last one.
Yeah.
It's all-
Can I read it?
Yeah, if you want.
You might be quitting your day job soon, or at least have that as an option.
Aw.
Oh, what
That
a
was a
nice
compliment.
guy.
Yeah,
what
there's
a
a-
sweet
There's
guy.
it's a backhanded compliment at the end, but I
Yeah.
just think it's like,
It's all a backhanded
hold on.
compliment.
So my wife, who I think hates me, sent me that today. And, but also she is a good person and she knew that I would have an issue with that. So she was like, here, I did find something for you. This guy who sent that has an album on Spotify of his music.
Oh.
And I want to do what he did, and I want to review it real quick in the moment.
Let's
Good.
go. 10
Maybe
minutes.
just take a couple, take a 30-second, maybe less, whatever we can legally do here.
Flock of dogs.
His name is Doug, so whatever. The band is Flock of Doug.
One of
okay?
the tracks is
I love
called
it
Osama
already.
bin Enron.
So Doug, I don't know
Put
if you
your
listen to
mic
the
to-
pod or
mic-
not, but
go.
I want to see. If you are watching this, I want you to know how it feels to have this done to you. We're gonna do an instant reaction to one of these songs.
I don't think I can play it.
I can play one from my phone.
Yeah, just
Thank
put
you.
your phone to the.
Yeah, I got you.
Ooh.
That's
Um,
that
want it
pro
to be
audio
so
engineering. Neil brings.
Osama bin.
Put your
What,
phone
so,
to this
What do
thing.
you
so
want?
which
Yeah.
one? So
let's go through the song titles. real
Yeah.
quick as a
Yeah.
group.
so we have Osama bin Enron.
Hard to top.
Brian's other song, Boyfriend, You're My American Flag Underwear. Whoa.
Wait, is it boyfriend, comma, you're my American
Yes,
flag?
Yeah.
play that one, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play that one.
Okay.
I've never heard of
What genre do we think it's going to be? Is it going to be
Ooh.
rap? Are these?
I don't know. 'Cause
Flock
I don't know
of
Doug,
Doug.
and I don't really know.
Yeah.
any of this other
I'm
stuff.
gonna say
Let's take a guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna say folk.
Okay.
Ooh. That's such
I'm
a beautiful
going
guess.
rap. I think
Rap.
he's.
What do you think?
I think it's gonna be like a new wave '80s kind of.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. I'm
Okay.
gonna go
Flock
with
of
like
Doug is leading me that direction.
like alternative kind of. What's like
Acoustic guitar with the guitar.
Yeah, that's
What
what
probably
if it's
good
all
guess.
instrumental, like soprano
Okay,
sets?
we
Like
said-
Oh,
Boyfriend?
what if it's like chill lo-fi beats?
Oh, that'd be sick,
Yeah.
actually.
We gotta get Doug on the pod.
I'd add that to the playlist.
Boyfriend, you're my American. What is it?
You're my American flag underwear.
All right, this is Flock of Doug. We're doing 30 seconds, instant judgment.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah, I could jam to this.
Boyfriend, you're my American flag underwear. You're my habanero pepper. My dog, you tropic of cancer.
That's AI for sure. Dude. That has gotta be fucking AI. That is complete AI, dude.
if that's the case, squawk squawk, add me to the flock. I loved it.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's,
did,
see, let's
was
go to
jamming.
Doug's show. Get a show time for Doug.
I want Doug.
Well, I'll
Doug,
go.
if you're watching,
Let's
maybe
get
write
the Doug
in.
plugs at the end of
I
the
want-
show.
I don't want it. Doug
I want to right
plug.
our wrongs here.
Doug
I want to make sure
plug.
that we're on the same team. Doug, I feel like we're on the same team, but hurts when you send my wife emails about how much I bombed.
I think a good opportunity. Next live show, we have Doug open for us. Flock of Doug.
That's a great idea.
Flock of Doug.
That's a great idea.
And you two can, make peace.
You bring your screwdriver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stand right.
What if Doug was the
behind.
biker?
That'd be great. Then we have broken the multiverse. If Doug is the biker that tapped on my window.
Viewers, write in, comment.
Find Doug.
Let us know if you like a little Flock of Doug. And if you like Flock of Doug, comment on something. We'll bring them on to the next live show. I think that's a great idea.
Or even a Patreon app.
Patreon app.
Trevor is following on Spotify, just so you guys know.
Yeah. Between Trevor and Neil, his monthly listeners doubled.
Yeah. Follow
To
him.
be fair, this is from 2004, so
Oh, okay.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Flock of Doug.
Flock of Doug goes back.
I wonder what could possibly be on Flock of Doug Radio.
Dude, I'm looking.
Let's jump in right
it's
now.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Neil Young.
Check-
He's surrounded by his
checks out,
peers, his
yeah.
equals.
Yeah.
Is equals.
That's
That's
incredible. So that's for me. What about you guys? Lily, let's go Trevor first. Trevor?
Hmm.
do you wanna
Yeah, the
say-
woman goes last, I
Yeah.
get it.
What?
No, I agree. Trevor.
Trevor,
No,
say
Lily,
anything
you're
weird
correct,
to this
Trevor.
one?
I have a I have a fairly wholesome one.
Okay. perfect.
So I don't know if that's been allowed on the podcast. I was
Better be good.
sitting around the campfire
notes.
with family, and my daughter and her two cousins were in like hyper, like way past bedtime, jamming s'mores. They were sugared up, and they were like, the oldest one, he's 10. He's like, I'm going to tell a ghost story. And he was just, the enthusiasm he had, he was just so like, he was like, okay, a long time ago. I mean, a really long time. He was so animated, and he's like, there was a house. And it was just like a dumb little, like, it was hilarious. And then his sister, who's like 8, went, and it became more wacky and crazy. And then when my daughter, who's almost 4, went, I realized that like you could just add quotes around it and then say Donald Trump. And it like a toddler telling a spooky story. It was like, there was a house, a very scary one, older than your mother, but not as old as your brother, if you could believe it. And you had to find the jewels.
First of all, if your daughter's saying that, those are bars. That's a great fucking line.
Get her on the pod.
And T-Rex poo-pooed in his pants. It was just so like,
Yeah,
I
that
was just
sounded like Trump for sure.
double giggling because I was like, this is, I don't know. So
That's
that
great.
was the weird thing. And we just let him go. We were like, let him cook.
Let him
It was
go.
just cool
you
to
did-
see like kids just being creative and dumb and not being
Right.
judged. And it's like, oh man, that 10-year-old is so close to just feeling awful for
Yeah,
every thought
yeah.
he
You
has.
get
Like,
two more years of
yeah.
this top.
That kid's
Yeah.
gonna
So
get
sweet.
eaten alive. dude.
Yeah.
Wait till he does an
Yeah.
open mic. He gets lit. He runs the fucking light.
Yeah.
He is the sweetest, coolest kid. So my brother just told him that Santa wasn't real.
Mm.
And his younger
Aw.
sister was like, yeah, I know. I was pretending for.
Oh no!
And
His younger sister?
Yeah. She's like, it just
Aw.
doesn't make sense. Why would that not magic?
Yeah.
Like,
She's like, you're telling me there's a man in the sky.
there's
Jump
a man
into
in
our
the
house?
sky. They all talk
We don't
like
even let
Trump.
strangers in our house.
But no, my brother's like, I gotta tell him Santa's not real because he asked about Elf on a Shelf. He's like, we don't have Elf on a Shelf. My friends have Elf on a Shelf. And I told him to say, every family starts with an elf, but ours died of cancer before you were born.
That's what you told him to
Yeah.
say.
yeah, so he didn't. But my nephew 3D printed an elf on a shelf in his bedroom. He has a little setup, and it's like my
Whoa.
brother's
He
like,
has
yeah,
a
he's too
3D
old to
printer?
like believe in
Yeah.
Santa.
He has a
Yeah.
3D printer in his
Yeah.
room. You keep
Yeah.
an eye on that kid, all right? You keep an eye on that kid. Don't let that kid be alone, all right?
Yeah.
I didn't have Elf on a
I
Shelf.
told you about the scary house.
Yeah.
You're either making guns or pocket pussies.
Did you-
All right, let's stop talking about my nephew.
I'm sorry.
Did you do Elf on a Shelf?
No, I don't think that existed.
I
when
had
we were younger.
like Dad in a garage. That was like the closest I had to Elf on a Shelf.
Yeah. Did you
I
have
buy
Santa?
you all the stuff, son. And I'm like, just hit the heavy bag
Yeah.
and don't attack us.
Don't attack.
Take my face off
just-
the heavy bag.
Just hit the heavy bag and don't hurt us.
Dad in the garage. Just like you hear like, oh, get to bed. Dad's in the garage.
Yeah. Dad in the garage.
Sit in that.
And must be home.
Shout out to all the dads. You do a lot of work.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
happy
the
Father's
dad.
Day.
Father's
Happy
Day.
late Father's Day.
Fuck
Dad, I know you're watching. Love you.
Definitely
Thanks
are
for
watching.
commenting.
Yeah, we appreciate every one of your comments. We'll get
He
you on one of the
comments?
episodes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Like I like Mike's mustache today. Just very odd.
Yeah. Just
Somewhat
just
sexual.
nice. Like you should call me and tell me. Yeah.
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 I call him every day.
Lily, did
Mm.
anyone say anything weird to you this week?
Yeah. Well, this wasn't this week. Can I spoil that? No.
we gotta.
I'll cut it out.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
you can say it.
Okay.
Same rules in
Um,
stand up, right?
Yeah.
It's just a good one.
The other day.
No, it was at Acme. A lady came up to me after my set. You know where it's going.
Oh, I was gonna make sure we talk about that.
A lady came up to me after my set, and she said I looked like I drowned my baby in the bathtub before I came out tonight.
Oh,
wow.
And she
Yeah.
gave it some. She put
And
some
I
fucking
said,
sauce on it.
That's
You didn't really sell it the
that's-
way she sold
I
it.
said that's pretty. Well, you want me to do the voice? you
Yeah.
want me to do the voice?
That lady was chaotic.
Yeah, I don't even think she was drunk. I just
Oh no, she was.
no,
insane.
she was
Clinic-
just
People get
She was
that
a
way.
cool lady.
When you like
was a
in their
cool
mind,
lady.
when you like cross the line on stage, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
Well, she was like, I want you to talk about more pussy up there, though. She was like that type of lady.
Well,
You
you're
took
getting
that
close.
Everyone
You're getting
says that to
close to
female
the
comedians.
voice. You're getting close to the voice there.
What I liked about this lady was
Give it a
that,
shot, Ben.
Yeah, you do it, Ben.
You're talking about people crossing the line. She wasn't an audience member. She was like a comedian in her mind
Oh, she was a peer.
Oh.
who didn't get
Yeah,
on
a
the
peer.
show on the.
Oh, I
open
forgot
mic.
about that. Yeah.
So she
Mhm.
was trying to show everyone at the bar how funny she was by
Yeah.
being the most annoying person.
No,
anyone's
that
ever
was
seen in their life.
pretty funny of
It
her
was
to say.
crazy. I
So
mean,
That
it's-
leveled
it's
the room. When
Contest
she said that to
person
me,
season.
she
Basically.
crushed harder than anybody did on stage.
I mean,
night.
that was hilarious. She kind of like
Yeah, that
sexually
crushed.
abused James Stanley.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
No,
but
no.
Something
Well,
about I feel like
nah.
she was like
He likes
coming
that.
on
What?
me.
She lick his head?
Yeah.
I think she was trying to get him to
He's-
grab her titties.
Yeah. She was like pinching butts maybe
Yeah,
or
there was a
something
lot of
like
stuff
that.
And then the
Yeah.
scariest part of all of this, which she was crushing in the circle, absolutely.
Yeah, she was
Um,
a clinger though, you know.
Yeah, until there's just a guy by himself at the bar, and then he was like, I
Yeah.
don't remember her name, but let's say it was like
yeah.
something. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, Pat, let's go. And she just changed. She stopped being funny, whatever. He was just like, we need to go. And we weren't sure if that was her boyfriend.
Oh, she's
her
being
friend,
abused.
Situation.
her
Well, that's
a
sad.
handler of some sort.
She's in
Yeah.
an abusive
Manager, maybe?
relationship.
Yes,
Seemed
you
like
get what I'm saying.
manager.
It's her manager.
You
This
get what
open
we're
mic, you're probably not going to get on, but it's a good opportunity to network.
And at least
Make
it's
sure
on
you-
Tuesday.
Yeah.
See that white lady over there? Go
Say
get
some
her.
crazy shit. Yeah.
Light her ass up.
I-
She crushed. Hey, I like that lady.
She'll be a Kill Tony regular in no time.
Yeah.
When
Where
we're done
is
with
it?
this, I have another one that just remembered.
Oh, let's go.
I know we could. Where we wrapped on.
No, I
Yeah.
want more.
No, let's go.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, why
we were
not?
up at.
Do
We're
it.
at 32 minutes. Why not?
we were up at
20.
Beaver
Yeah.
Island Brewing last night doing Punchline Punch out there.
Why are you doing it up there?
In St. Cloud for people. who
I got
don't know.
nothing else going on.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. They
Yeah,
wanted to
I'm
try
sorry.
it, and I was like, let's whatever.
Punchline Punch Out is a show that Trevor runs where comics come up with. They get a prompt the night before,
2
we-
days.
2 days before.
Yeah.
then
But they don't
come
write
up with
until the
n-
day before.
Right. And they come up with
Usually,
new jokes for
you
the
know,
show, and then
30
the
minutes.
audience chooses which joke.
Yeah, it's a loose way to like force comics to try to write new stuff. I never do. I never write.
And they do have to do that more.
But yeah, this
often.
summer we've been trying to do like bar league softball kind of, but with open mic scenes. Like, you know, we did St. Paul versus Minneapolis. Next month we're doing Eau Claire versus Twin Cities.
I won St. Paul versus Minneapolis.
Woo!
Just so
Hell
the
yeah.
audience knows.
All
Not a
right.
lot of, not a
we're
lot of
trying
interest.
to-
Oh,
So
wait,
this-
you're doing Eau Claire versus Minneapolis?
Do you
Oh,
want
that
on?
should be a real slugfest.
I lost
Oh, a real
Minneapolis versus
battle
Eau
of the
Claire.
Titans there.
I did lose.
Hey, let's put an actual scene versus no scene.
I did lose to the Eau Claire comic when I did that one though.
Ooh.
You should be ashamed of
That's
yourself.
because it's
You
just
think I
everyone in
will-
Eau Claire just voted for everyone in Eau Claire
Yeah.
That's
because
what
they thought
do.
it mattered. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
they,
so-
they would.
There was a woman in a wheelchair sitting in the front.
What does a wheelchair have
Last
to do with
night.
anything?
I will tell you.
Almost. I'm guessing
Because
pretty
she
key
got
element.
dunked on for being disabled.
No, and everyone had a great time. It was really fun. And everyone kind of dispersed after the show, and she was hanging around, like talking to all the comics. Like she was, and she was like, "I thought you guys were gonna go after me," and I'm like, "Absolutely not. We would never."
Oh, I would have 100% went after.
Yeah. you gotta
And
get
then
Mike
she
up
was
there.
like, flirting with all the dudes. Like
Whoa.
she was like, "So your wife's at home or what's?" And I was like,
That's
"Yep."
so funny.
And then
Your wife's at home.
who did she say this to? I think it was no, it was Sam Almond. She said something
God.
like, "You
The
look like
one
a
guy who
male
would do
Bratz
it?
doll."
Oh.
And then she said,
Wow.
and then she was like, "Are you guys hanging around?" She goes, I don't know. I already had my spinal cord blown out. I'm looking for someone to have my back blown out."
Whoa.
Get her on stage.
Get her on the
I told her she should do stand up.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
Because
do
she's from St.
stand-
Cloud. Like,
How
she'll be there.
high is she
I like this
messed
lady.
up?
She was. I mean, we were having conversations and talking, and like
You mean busted?
before
Is that what you're asking?
Well, yeah, I
Yo, is
mean,
she hot? What are we
is
asking?
she a climber? I don't know. Can she move?
yeah, like I shook her hand and stuff. and,
Okay.
Oh, you're asking like what level
Waist
of
down,
wheelchair
maybe.
she kind of in.
Maybe waist
Exactly. That is what I meant. What
It was a
level
very
of
cool
wheelchair
wheelchair.
is she?
It went up and down. She had.
Oh.
So like when she like came over to the table, she like got up and like was talking to us.
Oh, that'd be startling. I wouldn't like that.
And then
Yeah.
the lady she was with, who I think was her mom, maybe. They were like left. I kind of was like, all right, well,
Her
we're
mom
gonna go.
was with her?
I don't know. It was an older lady that
This
was with
lady's
her.
My
daughter wants
Oh.
to know if you'll fornicate
Yeah.
with her.
But then
My daughter's trying to get her pussy eaten.
she'll come to you.
You won't feel a thing. But
My daughter wants to know if you'll beat up her.
she's a trooper.
Then they were in the parking lot, and I saw the older lady like just on her lap getting a ride in the wheelchair.
Oh, God.
They were like just scooting past the Topper's
That's so
Pizza.
funny.
Why wouldn't you tell that story?
Because I buried it immediately. I was like,
Oh,
I don't need to think about
that's
that
so
ever again.
God, she sounds
And
cool.
then you were
I
like,
like
you're
this
I
lady.
was like, I met a crazy lady last night too.
Calling Sam. We have to go back to calling Sam Almond a male Bratz doll. That is.
That's good.
That's
That's
Throw
accurate.
a picture of Sam Almond up.
That
We'll
is
have people
accurate.
decide.
Almond.
yeah.
Just
I
throw
gotcha,
up a
I'll do it.
literal almond.
Yeah.
Just throw up the nut.
Yeah, so he's still in St. Cloud now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
he's like, I'm married.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a daddy.
She picked the right
Uh-huh.
guy because if there's a guy who's gonna do it, it's Sam Almond.
Yeah.
Well,
He gets after
there was me, Lahiru, Sam Almond, Zach Kagan.
Yeah, you don't have a lot to pick from
They're
there.
all dudes that are going to get fucked, you know?
Yeah, I would disagree with that.
I would love to see Zach in this scenario.
Oh boy. Wow.
Maybe I can stick my nub in you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Whoa, that was DASAWTYTW.
DASAWTYTW.
Oh my God, that was great. That
That's
was
good.
perfect. That was incredible.
What
wow.
are we at time wise, Neil?
We're at like 32.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a
Neil?
nook.
Neil's Nook, baby. That's our next.
so I-
Do you have a nook?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my
So, okay,
God.
wait. So I have two. So,
This is new. This is
Neil
newer.
gets his little time to do
It's
whatever he
my-
wants.
it's another. I don't know if I was. So I have two nooks. One
Oh, yeah,
is
nook
I
it
actually
up.
I made a cool Canva while we were talking.
Oh, that's great.
So this is Mike Lester's off the shelf. So off of the shelf is that cancer.
and an iron lung.
Yeah, an iron lung is a cancer. In the back rooms.
I've missed this so much. You gotta sign up for the Patreon so you can see these.
We'll
These
be
are
dropping
great.
that for the month of June
This one's
on
gonna be dropped on
Patreon.
So if
Patreon.
your elf on the shelf ever needs cancer ward, the back room's got there.
It's an elf on the shelf and an iron lung.
Oh, that's
Can you send
so
that to my
funny.
nephew's wife's
Oh
work
my
I will
email?
1000%.
Oh.
And then the next one, it's like, okay, so I don't know if it was too mean, but I asked.
It's never.
It's
too
never
mean,
too.
man.
So I went into Chat UPT And then
I feel like we gotta.
I'll stop after this one.
Yeah, we can't keep doing.
No,
I'll stop
Neil
after this
enjoys
one.
it.
I know.
Go ahead,
but-
Neil.
I'll stop after this one then. But then it was in the chat GPT. I put all your Instagrams in there and I asked it, and there's 2 questions. Which one of y'all is the funniest, and which one of y'all is the warmest? And you can read how it is. What do you want to think those
great.
ranks are?
First of all, the fact that you're asking which one is the warmest is scarier than him with a screwdriver. That's terrifying.
What is that?
I don't really know
I
what
don't
that question
know,
means.
but you know what I mean. Like your hottest.
Internally?
Yeah, what is
You
warm?
know,
I love
oh,
that. Neil's like, which one has the squishy for you?
That.
What the fuck, dude? This is fucked up. All right.
So you're not first?
Here's the ranking of the 4 Instagram accounts from most wholesome to least wholesome based on tone, content, and overall vibe.
Just so you know, completely different than what you
Is
said.
this accurate?
This is very good.
I'm gonna
Completely
guess
different.
Trevor's one.
Okay, what are your thoughts for
Yeah.
one?
Wholesome, I think Trevor's one. We share content, so I feel like we're gonna be.
Trevor, what do
Trevor
you think
one,
for
maybe?
wholesome? You
Um,
can't guess.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I feel like,
Yeah.
but I could see Ben being wholesome.
Number 1 is Shaq Katzner, most wholesome.
Oh,
Here's
they
why.
don't know him personally. I'll tell you what.
Here's why. Shaq gives off sweet older brother energy. His posts feel kind-hearted, self-aware, and goofy without being edgy.
They
Whe-
need to fix the algorithm.
Robots
Yeah.
taking over, bitch.
Whether he's sharing his writing or a soft joke bit. Oh, whoops. There's zero meanness, just quirky charm and Midwest
Zero
dad.
meanness?
Hold on. Just quirky charm and Midwest dad at the bookstore vibes.
We'll leave a light on for you, brother.
You don't take that as a slight?
We'll leave a light on for you, brother. No, if I'm winning, I won, so it's good.
Number 2, at Lily I. Meyer. Why?
My entire page is toddlers, kittens, and clean comedy.
Let's go.
Lily's account leans literary and thoughtful. Her content gives off calm, cozy, creative energy like a coffee shop with good lighting.
Yeah, the
Oh.
computers suck. bitch.
She doesn't really go for roast humor or cynicism, and even her funny moments have a polished, friendly edge. Number
Literally
3
couldn't be less true.
is Trevor Anderson comedy. Why? Trevor is mostly clean and upbeat, but he toes the line more than Lily or Shaq.
Trevor.
Edgy.
That's hilarious.
Edgy comedian over here, Trevor Anderson.
His comedy
Ghost stories.
His comedy is observational and lighthearted, but with the occasional edge or absurd take. Still wholesome adjacent, but with more mischief. Number 4, at Just Mike Lester, least wholesome. Why? Mike's humor is dry, sarcastic, and often deliberately not wholesome.
I mean,
That's so true.
add that to your bio.
That's your bio, yeah.
I love losing.
Yeah, that should be the first sentence of your bio.
Deliberately not
Not wholesome is so funny.
He makes you laugh by being blunt, weird, or even a little confrontational. It's all funny, but it's the kind of funny that your grandma might call a little much.
That's like a pretty good bio.
So accurate.
Summary ranking. Number 1, Shaq Katzner, warm and gentle comedy dad. Number 2, Lily Meyer, cool, clever, and kind. Trevor Anderson comedy, fun with a touch of chaos. Just Mike Lester, ironic outlaw energy.
That's a shirt. That's a shirt, Mike.
Looks like Dog Bounty Hunter's nephew.
Dude,
Absolutely.
They
this
didn't even hear the
rips.
screwdriver story.
Dude, ironic outlaw energy is who I am.
Oh, that's funny.
Neil, that was a great nook.
It's a good nook.
Hey. Another week with ChatGPT. We'll give you the green light.
Love it.
We'll give you the green light.
Not
feel
we. He's giving it to you. You can do it.
that's essentially the green light.
I just know.
Let's do the Will Smith thing and close.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
So our
You want-
final segment.
you want to cue this up?
Yeah, second to last segment. Welcome to the Hell Well. Okay.
The hell well?
You're now in the Hell Well.
Okay.
Where we get to kind of talk about whatever we want. We've decided that's how we want to do it. That's what it is. Today, I want to
You
talk
add
a
a
little bit
sploosh?
about.
I'm just asking Neil if he can add a spoof.
Oh, yeah.
For the hell.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, we love when our
Oh.
guests give directions to our producer. It's
Also,
great.
I like
too.
the Hell Well brought to you by the most wholesome comedian on the podcast.
Yeah. Most wholesome, least wholesome. It's a good mix. It's a good mix.
Today in the Hell Well, we're going to be talking Big Willie style Will Smith. Okay, that's what we want to talk about. I don't know if you guys know this, but Will Smith has released a new song, and the internet is ablaze. Okay, everybody is talking about it. We can play the song a little bit just so you can kind of get a feel for it, and then we're going to go through some of the comments that people are leaving on this song because it is incredible. All right?
Mhm.
Believe it or not, people have something to say about Will Smith. All right.
Believe it or not.
Why can't I fucking open this? Oh, here it is.
Can you go?
Ironic outlaw energy.
Do you need your paw to help you?
No, I need help.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, can you go straight to the part where Flock of Doug collaborates with the Big Willie?
Honestly,
Verse 3, I think it is.
you might want to skip like.
I like pretty
Well, whatever.
girls. I love pretty girls.
I'll skip around.
I think you're playing it
I like pretty
two videos at the same time, so this is the song.
I love pretty
Chaotic outlaw energy.
You don't gotta wait in line tonight. You too fine for the line tonight. 5 + 5, you a dime tonight. It's a full house, better play your cards right. I'ma post your pic if you pose. Make one phone call, you in vogue.
Yeah.
Shoulders, knees, toes. Hold up, wait, pose. I'm about to do something.
I'm a Scientologist. I'll make you disappear. Yeah. Danny Masterson's innocent.
If you love pretty girl.
That's pretty much the gist of it. He says that a lot.
Pretty bad.
Believe it or not, people fucking hate that song. Can't stand it. Think it's one of the worst things that's ever happened to the planet. There is a theory that maybe not a theory, but people are like, here's the problem with the song. It's the wrong tempo. They think it should either be faster or slower. And if you listen to it, it actually does sound better either way. But that's just the thing he should know.
I
He should know
think
about that.
think it's a different. You got to package it differently, right? Like lean into the Scientology thing. Like that room where they just keep like all the babies and they don't really check on them. Have him rap there. He's like, I like pretty girl.
The baby's crying.
You gonna grow up and not know your parents. They're gone. And then you cut to like David Miscavige and him, like Eiffel towering someone.
I think that's good.
The lady in
Is
the
he a
wheelchair from St. Cloud.
Scientologist?
Willie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Willie.
I
yeah.
didn't know that about him.
Yeah, Willie.
Huh.
Willie.
I think he should have opened with him slapping Chris Rock. Just brought it back.
Yeah,
Where the
that
snare
would've-
comes from.
And
on
I'm
the
not
beat.
sorry. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
I would love him.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
Oh.
So yeah, this is Will Smith's big comeback after everybody kind of hating him for all that shit, right? It's a bad song. People don't like it. Here are some of the comments that we got. First of all, what did you guys think of the song?
I would hear it at Target. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Walking on Target, that would be in the mix.
I would hear it at Target.
Honestly, you know what I really the music video, I was like, look at all these like
They
not
are age appropriate.
19-year-old ladies in
Yeah.
the video. Like immediately I was like, oh, they're like old, like they're women his age.
Yeah,
It's
there's
kind of,
there's Sea Org members.
look at him. He's like, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
is
like
it weird to
trying
call
they're
a
actually
45-year-old
150.
woman?
They've been taking the baby's blood for yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think it's weird to call a 45-year-old woman a girl? Do you
Yeah,
think
that's
a
what I was
weird-
gonna say. It's like,
that weird energy.
Well, you want the song to be "I like pretty women." That
I don't
doesn't
want the
roll
song
off
to
the tongue.
exist at all.
I like that he rhymed. What was it, tonight 3 times in a row, and then play your cards right. That's a
Yeah.
verse.
That is good.
Yeah.
I think if you're as famous
Bars.
as Will Smith, you only should be making bad stuff. At
Who
that
is a
point.
fan of
Or don't
Will
make
Smith?
You know what
anything.
I mean?
He's
Make
Who
bad
is a-
music.
Who's like Men in Black? Great.
Independence
Incredible.
Day.
Independence Day,
Incredible. Yeah.
I think he's actually done better movies, but those are my 2 favorite Will Smith movies. so.
Yeah.
I didn't like King Richard
He's
or whatever.
peaked,
but,
you know?
Oh,
this
the
is
tennis
the
guy.
denouement of his
but
career.
he was Ali, right? That's great.
You know?
Pursuit of
Fresh
Happiness, hit, all that shit.
yeah,
He's
he
got
can
good
be
bit.
done.
Yeah.
Like
That-
go canoeing or something.
That is like,
Yeah.
that's what I don't understand about
They
Will
can't.
Smith.
They can never be done.
Yeah,
They
never
crave
did
it.
They
Like-
crave it.
Yeah. yeah, that's what I
yeah,
meant.
that's exactly what I
They
meant.
just can't finish
they
up.
can't
The
stop
African-American
making a certain
must
type of
work.
music. If you know what I mean.
We must make bars.
But if he speeds that up, that's a club banger, and everybody's like, "Holy shit! You hear the new Will Smith? This
It's
is
gonna
crazy."
get remixed into something
Yeah.
probably
Mix it.
good. And
Neil's gonna cut it up right now.
Maybe.
Gamba.
yeah.
So
I think
here,
it just should have flopped and no one should have said anything. Everyone saying stuff is like making it. You know what I mean?
I think regardless, like it's Will Smith, so it's gonna have like a decent boost in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
So regardless of
I
like
suppose you're
if it's
right,
good
yeah.
or not,
yeah. I guess my question is just like, what does he want? Does he want people to like
he wants
him?
Jada
He wants
back.
pretty girls.
He wants pretty girls. He could probably have some pretty girls.
I want pretty girls who don't hit me. Yeah,
If they don't hit me, I don't want it.
Jada, stop.
I'll tell you right now.
You turn my kids against me. Stop that.
That's not true.
Stop
These
it.
kids love him.
Oh
We do
shit.
love him.
Watch a couple video essays. Let's read Dutch Smith. Is this a humiliation ritual? Scientology.
Scientology.
Fire Seal B99. This is great. As a songwriter, whenever I think my lyrics are cringe, I will revisit this song. Movie Guy 5. Will Smith making music in 2025 is a recession indicator.
These are great. These are good ones.
These are good. Oh, is that him slapping her?
It looks like he's
That's
slapping
a
a
still
lady.
of Will Smith slapping a white
does
woman.
It is right. It does sound better another
Yeah,
Pop
when
that
you
up,
speed
Neil.
it up.
Pop that up, Neil.
Yeah, let's hear
I
it.
just made it. I just put it in my computer, or I did like software stuff. But check it out. It does sound better when it's like faster.
Go ahead.
Whoop,
Shoot up.
whoop, whoop, whoop. So, here's where it's at. Boop, boop, boop.
Pretty girl.
So that's where it's at. But if you bring it up to house music,
I love pretty girls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a bop.
Pretty girl.
But that's just like
303?
yeah, that's just how.
I just see Neil cooking in front of us right now.
so that's fun if you do this.
Fix it, Neil.
Yeah.
Fix it. Fix it, Neil. Yeah, Neil. Fix that
So,
shit.
yeah, just if you make it a house song, that's just fun as fuck.
Which is what you're right. It is going to become that
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
summer. It's going to
Yeah.
be thrown in whenever everybody's mixed and then like as a transition or whatever.
And
Yeah.
Will Smith, please don't copyright strike us for that. We're fixing the song.
Yeah, it's different. We won't play a full 30 seconds or whatever. You can read a few more if you want, and then we can get into the last part.
The working title was "I Promise I'm Not Gay."
He can never escape that rumor.
Yeah, it's
he
tough.
never can. He'll
yeah,
never escape
which is
it.
like he
should
should
just own it.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
He
There's no
can't.
problem.
He's in Scientology.
Yeah, he should be like, I like sucking dick, dick.
I like
That
dick,
song would
dick,
fucking
dick.
blow up.
I already thought like this is gonna be a hit at the gay club. For
Yeah.
sure. Like when I first
Yeah.
heard it,
It's gonna have. They're gonna like edit in like a RuPaul clip
Yeah.
or something. and like,
Yeah.
work, bitch. Or
At a
whatever.
Yeah.
house tempo, that's just
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Garza Fam 2023, make your comeback. Get all them girls for us trapped men.
That's me and Mike's joint account.
This is better than anything on the Carter 6.
That could have been another one we talked about.
We have lost the impact of shame in our society. Good stuff, man.
Yeah. I think we could wrap it up. I think here's the best way to close out. Here's how we've been closing out all these pods lately. We want to check in on you guys and your mental health. We want to make sure that everybody's doing okay. And if you're not doing
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
what we
really
can do-
concerned.
Yeah.
This is the
Tell
place
Mike
to
is
do
really
it.
concerned.
We need to get stethoscopes out and everything.
Yeah. So the best way we think that we can help you guys out to check in on you mentally is to look at your Explore page. So we're gonna do our Explore page mental health check.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah, this is right. So we all do it too. So we all look at our phones. We all say whatever your Instagram is usually the one that we use, but like whatever your preferred method is, I guess. We're all gonna check in and see where we're at. Okay. Here's what I have on my page. I've got God damn. I got a lot
Whoa,
of
that
comedy.
mom's naked.
Which mom is naked?
flip it
She's
to the
not
camera.
Top
naked.
right. Look, she's changing into a
Right.
bikini.
I got a mom. I got some comedy stuff. I always feel bad when I have comedy stuff in there.
Why do you feel bad? What do you
Because
mean
that means
bad?
I'm not doing well. That means I've been like hate watching comedy because I
Oh.
prefer not to have comedy in here. I've got some busty ladies in swimsuits, Bill Burr, and
I got Bill Burr on mine too.
more comedy. So again, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm gonna say. I think I'm neutral. I think I've always got a little bit of darkness in me. Okay, and that's just gonna be there. That's what the comedy is. Yeah, I like pretty girls. Okay, call me Will Smith. What do you want from me? I'm not gonna back away from that anymore. Some people call me a porn addict. I don't think so. Okay, I think it means just go ahead and play that one. Great. Mike, what about you, buddy? What do you wait? So mentally, I think I'm doing just fine. Okay.
Yeah.
I got wrestling stuff. I got some golf stuff. I have
Brock Lesnar and his
I got
daughter.
Brock Lesnar and his daughter. I got just wrestling stuff.
Yeah,
Really. Not a lick of stand-up comedy.
You got ladies in skimpy golf outfits and all this other shit.
That's what you wear when you golf.
I try to clear my page before I get here, so like only not look at stuff.
Sure. Mike, what does your explore page say about you this week?
I'm Tip Top Magoo. Neil, you got any more of that tall lady in there?
No, but someone's this old. I think. Whoop. Got
Okay.
Oh yeah.
There maybe go like
Got
that.
Haley Williams from.
Is that
Paramore.
a tattooed on bra?
Yeah. So you're like, what are we doing here? Ooh, I can't really see what's going on.
Just a woman straight up with her mouth open. Just
yeah, it's like I'm saying. So I'm pretty neutral right now. But yeah, no, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of ladies who are just holding up.
I am 37, guys. So the ages of what I think I might be getting a little higher.
Sure, that's fair, valid.
Yeah.
Marry a guy who says things like, "God, I bet."
Yeah, click on that, Neil.
I bet that's a bad post.
Where I don't know. What
up right there.
That one
goes into the Wilson.
I like pretty girls.
That doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? You can do it.
Oh,
It doesn't matter who gives a shit.
He's doing bad.
I think in the
bad.
future, letting the guests do it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like we take a pause on it for a couple.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Got you.
Yeah.
Me?
You want to go first? Yeah.
I've got like a lot of like women with bad plastic surgery, which I don't go much on Instagram Reels. So I'm like, that's interesting.
Can you show this camera?
Yeah.
See if we can see it.
Can you
See
see it?
that, Neil?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Enhance.
And then
I've got like, I've got like,
we are AI at this point.
We are AI.
How do you
comedy
know if you're
stuff, Gaza stuff,
fun stuff?
pro.
How do you know if you're in a bad space mentally? Like, how would that be reflected in your explore?
Like one of the posts is like this is like a cat if it were a Libra, if I have too many of those, Or like this post says fake OCD versus real OCD. A lot of those doing bad.
Animated dolphins.
A lot of like relationship advice content doing bad.
Yeah,
I don't have much of that right now though.
Okay.
Just
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for coming into this space and being vulnerable.
anytime.
Seems like you're doing okay.
Anytime you just have quotes on your
Yeah.
explore
Quotes are
page,
tough.
you're in a dark
Quotes
place.
are bad.
Yeah.
Trevor, close us out, buddy. What's going on in your explore page, pal?
I'm gonna pass.
Trevor, you coward,
No,
dude.
So
Hold it up.
it's like an otter getting sprayed by a hose and then bluey stuff. I will say my toddler has co-opted my Instagram page.
That's great.
That's great.
That's
it's
awesome,
like
dude.
people playing with toys on Instagram, mixing colors, a dog splashing in a pool.
Legitimately the most wholesome Instagram we've seen on
Number
the show.
3 most wholesome in this podcast.
Sorry, you just don't have those cool, chill dad vibes.
Not even one tit.
No.
Not even
Wow.
breastfeeding.
None of his kids like
There's
pets.
Elsa sand art. There's a little dog. So the reason it's this way is the only time I really look at my Instagram reels or whatever is when we're blow drying my kid's hair after bath. She goes, I want to watch funnies. So that she sits still and we scroll through and she like pokes, she sees Bluey, but it's in a different language. So Instagram thinks I'm a 37-year-old man who's multilingual Bluey enthusiast.
That's more detrimental than anything we
You're-
could have come
Yeah.
up with. Yeah.
They think you're the reason
There's
YouTube
an
has
AI
age restrictions.
Watermelon.
Lady.
You're,
Wait, what did you say?
you're the reason YouTube has age restrictions. Now, Lily, Trevor, where can people find you? Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Announce your socials.
Yes, I have Instagram and Twitter and don't laugh.
And
TikTok.
Mhm.
It's Lily I Meyer on all of them, I believe. And yeah.
Trevor.
Great.
Trevor Anderson comedy. I don't post too much. I go in spurts where I'll like chop up some reels from my album. You find my album, Stay at Home Dude. It's online on Sirius, on the Clean Wholesome channel.
Really? You got on the Clean Network.
Some of them.
So you got some
And
corn.
then,
Cleanest
what is
comic
it?
in the room.
Bill and Larry's comedy roundup, like
What?
Bill Engvall and Larry the Cable
nice.
Guys, kind of like the
Dude.
millennial
Yeah.
from
Great.
Minneapolis has a lot that
Yes.
resonates with them. But
Yeah, fine.
and then Acme on July 2nd and 3rd.
Boom.
Oh, me
Boom.
too.
Yeah.
Hashtag
And
y'all
Ben
free.
too.
And me.
I
I'll
will be
there.
headlining a showcase with Ben and Lily and Elise Cole.
Former guest, Elise Cole.
Post headlining. That's a lot of trust.
And-
At Just Mike Lester on all social media. If you have member guest privileges at any country club in the continental United States, hit me up. Ben, what do you got, Ben?
Act Shack Hat Start Everything. Catch me at Acme with these two jokers. All right. I'll be the wholesome, fun dad guy.
Ben will be the one that'll feel double the time it is. Doug will be in the wings.
There's no
Fuck him,
question
Doug.
about any of that. Doug will be taking notes and being like, I don't know. It doesn't seem as good as it should be. You can also catch me co-headlining at Comedy Corner Underground July 18th and 19th, I think. That's the weekend. Laugh Camp in August. And check out my special. It'll come out in July. It'll come out in August 12th. We're going to drop that. Maybe 11th. Let's say August 11th. Special's going to drop on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then you can catch it. The album version will be out a month later.
And
But,
it's flexible because, depending on if there's an atrocity. If there's a global
Well,
Which,
atrocity.
I'm thinking the 11th is because we would drop August 12th.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
right.
I try to think about the boys.
Wow.
Ooh,
Boy,
we gotta
come on.
we gotta have
Brains
a
of the
big.
You gotta give a fuck about atrocities?
Yeah.
I predict him on this shit.
Ooh.
Neil, where can people find you, buddy?
Neil Face on my Instagram. Neil 7 search for my music, and then go to slamacademy.com, become a member, and start checking out how to use this space. I'm not advertising, dude. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
but check out our Patreon first before you check out the
Please,
yeah.
please.
Before
Rather
you-
actually go there first.
Before you spend money on the place that lets us do this podcast here for free, give us money.
We would love
Give us
$5.
some money.
We'll teach you.
And as always, everybody, thank you for watching, and you can go to hell. Put your fingers up. Come on, you wholesome fucks.
Trevor, you're the least wholesome,
Yeah.
dude.
Ah!
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.